people? It's your boy the Kryptonian Saiyan here, bringing you a review for One Piece chapter 334. And I know a lot of you guys are probably like, saying a few chapters ago you left out Iceburg and his meeting with the world government official. How could you do that? And now this chapter's here, and I cut that part out partially because, again, I was like, I'm going over the review in my head. I'm like, I don't really need to talk about that. Though the poster for Nico Robin was in the back, and now I can kind of bring that back up for this reason, because I think Nico Robin might have been the one who assassinated him or attempted to. Okay, though Robin, the only thing with this is Robin doesn't really use guns, but we don't know how she killed people, so that's the thing, because she's got the Devil Fruit ability. I could definitely see Robin having something to do with this, and maybe just not finishing the guy off because being around Luffy's kept her from being a cold-blooded killer, if you will. So Iceberg's been shot, and everyone's in an uproar, and for good reason. That's like the president getting shot, you know, like that's like if somebody assassinated Donald Trump when he takes office. Like, there would be a fucking manhunt, and that's what's going on. There's a lot of chaos going on right now. And I like how when the chapter focuses on the Straw Hats, they're having their own internal chaos going on as well. Because Usopp is missing. Well, he's on the ship, but Robin's missing. They're licking their wounds. Nobody can sleep. It's like they're in the eye of the storm. And especially at the end of the chapter, with, you know, the Frankie family place, like the leader's like, oh shit. Frankie's like, they really tore down my fucking place. It has to be these guys. They want revenge. So they're literally in the storm, if this is the case, of the eye of the storm. Because if Robin has something to do with this, now you got Frankie, you got the world government, it's like you have Luffy and the others. I can feel, it's almost like I can feel spider webs coming from all different angles, and I don't know how they're all connected, but I know that something big is getting ready to come, and Luffy's going to be at the center of it, and you can just feel the pressure coming in from all sides. And the fact that, if I'm not mistaken, Water 7 is close to the Navy headquarters, something's coming. Something's coming, and I feel like everything that's going on now is misdirection for the threat that's coming. Again, One Piece doesn't have a overarching villain, so maybe this is where me reading different series where there's usually one big bad guy's kind of creeping in, but the writer bells are going off saying all this different shit that's been going on is great subplots, but there's something bigger coming. Oda has something planned, and so that's what I'm really thinking on this. And I like how Luffy is shown to be in a deep thought, because he's elevated above everyone else, showing the captain status, which is big given the fact that the first panel we see is the panel I wanted to be the last panel for last chapter, with Usopp stretched out thinking about the going merry, or the merry-go, and he's on the ship alone, and now you have Luffy elevated. It's like Usopp's fall from grace and really him hitting rock bottom to where he can be built back up, and Luffy is sitting up top looking out and trying to piece back together how he's going to fix everything. Very good. It's literally like Luffy's at the high, Usopp's at the low. They're at the eye of the storm because it's a very peaceful, ironically, the rooftop is a very peacefully drawn thing. You know, it's a very beautiful scenery, and yet you have the Straw Hats there, and there's so much tension. That was really good. Little small touches like that. And that's why I said, like, little small things like this really makes me feel like, if I'm right and there is something bigger coming, it's going to be this scene right here where everything starts to kind of come into work. And you could kind of see that happening because Luffy finds out about Iceberg being shot, and he declares he's going off, and now the plot's moving ahead. And I thought it was really cool as, you know, they're in the hospital, Iceberg is unconscious, Khalifa and Paulie, everyone is just trying to figure out what the hell's going on, and you have the reporters clamoring, asking for questions. It's almost like a whodunit thing, and that's something I really feel like worked with Dragon Ball Super, where the mystery was there and everybody for weeks was like, who was Goku Black? Who was Goku Black? It's got to be this person. It's got to be that person. It's got to be Goten. But stuff like that, you know, where the mystery, or with Naruto, where it was, who was Pain? Who's the fourth Hokage? who is Toby? Like stuff like that. Oda's incorporating some mystery into this. And again, I feel like it's fucking obvious because the last time we saw Iceberg, there was a picture of Nico Robin behind him, and he got shot 4 times in the back and 3 times in the front, or 2 times in the front, 4 times in the back. There was more shots in the back, but Nico Robin was behind him in the poster. You know, the poster was behind him. I bet it's Robin, or she's got something to do with it. So overall, very good chapter, guys. My question for you all is, who did you think was behind Iceberg's attempted assassination? But as always, guys, if you like anything I had to say, hit that like button as it really helps out the channel. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share. Thank you for watching, guys. Have an awesome day.